Hey guys, we're with the Philadelphia Connection YouTube channel with iconic actor, been in a million things, Whalen.
How are you?
Brother, you've been in so much stuff, but I know we talked about this earlier during the signing. The milk commercial, man. Like,
right.
How did you get that part?
So it was kind of funny because there was a character actor, one of my best friends, who had worked with Michael Bay several times in a row, and we were all, there's just a group of us that were always auditioning, and it was kind of known. We're like, oh, he's gonna get it. I mean, that's the thing. They threw us in a room, they gave us the peanut butter, they gave us the situation, they gave us real bread, real peanut butter.
No way.
And they gave us the situation, and they played it all the way through, but they didn't have an ending. So they said I got the job for two reasons. One, I shoved more peanut butter and stuff into my mouth than anyone else, like just really stuffing it in. But then mainly at the end, most guys were mad, like screaming and yelling and throwing the phone and angry and furious, and I was the only one who was like, I'm screwed, you know? Like, oh no, I'm screwed, Aaron Burr, you know? And they said that's why I got the gig.
That's
so
awesome.
It was shocking to
great.
me that I got it, and then when I was shooting it, that's what they said. They said, just do what you did on the audition, over and over and over and over again. And it would blow up within a week.
Yes, it was.
But you don't understand. It was a local California commercial for 2 years.
I didn't know that.
Before, so this was being shown night and day all over Southern California. I can't walk down the streets. I can't do anything without people screaming, Aaron Burr, got milk, whatever. And it's called a regional. So a regional was $1,100 per quarter. And now after taxes and agents, I was making $400 and so I was making $130 a month.
So how do you not get free milk out of this?
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Now listen, it helped my career because it gave me a ton of exposure, and then what was interesting about it is it worked.
Right.
California milk sales went up 30%.
Wow.
So it worked. So that's when got the National Milk Dairy Association bought the California ad.
Holy cow.
Then it went national, and then I had some bargaining power for a couple of years. But usually commercials like that, they'd hold on to them for like 5, 6, 7 years easily. Yeah. And they only held on to it for like 2.5, and then they were like, we're done. And then they came back like a year later, like, hey, can we bring it back? And my agent's like, yeah, if you pay the holding fee that you should have paid for the whole year.
That's great.
And they were like, what? That's ungrateful. It's like, come on, dude. This like literally is one of the biggest commercials of all time.
It is.
So, and it would pop back in different ways, and it's, you know, like a couple of years ago, they were doing a master class and needed to contact me and stuff like that. So, but the funniest thing ever is people go, I just saw that commercial, and I always go, no, you didn't. Because I would know.
So, Twister, People Under the Stairs, obviously we have a big Hatchet following. Never Been Kissed, Employee of the Month. What was your favorite film? I know it's a hard question.
It is a hard question, and I never have one answer. Roach, because it was my first movie. It got me out of waiting tables. I didn't have any lines, so I could just act.
Right.
Obviously, Wes Craven was so amazing. Got to work with Bing Rames and amazing people. And obviously, it's affected my life forever. You know, I'm still going to conventions, traveling the world with my friends from that movie still, and that's amazing. Twister, because of the experience, like the 6 months of being there. It's the biggest movie in terms of being somewhere for that long. Yeah. For sure, and meeting Philip Seymour Hoffman and Bo Paxton and all those people and getting to work with them and hang with them. And then probably Never Been Kissed, because that was not supposed to be a big role. It was only one line, and
but
they let me create the character, the costume, the attitude, and I wrote 80%
really
what I came up with in that movie. Yeah.
That's awesome.
They let me write. They go pitch us every day, and I come in and pitch them ideas, and then I would they'd say, we like this, this, and this, do that. I go, great. And so and then they'd keep bringing me back. So for one line at the beginning of the movie, I ended up being throughout the whole thing.
So one last question. You talked about Roach, People Under the Stairs, a cult classic movie. Wes Craven, Brandon Adams, shout out. I know you watch my interviews sometimes. What got you that role? Like, I
honestly think that I did a role in high school that was so similar. It was Renfield in Dracula. If you remember that guy, he's the guy who eats the flies, and he's kind of a weird guy that's stuck between the the people who are in the house, Van Helsing and all those people, and Dracula.
Yep.
So he is trying to warn them, but trying not to get killed by Dracula, which he ultimately does. And so it was the same. It was this, spoiler alert. So the same kind of thing happened with People Under the Stairs. When I got the high school audition, I was like, oh, I get to run around and scream, and my theater teacher was like, no, it's way more than that. And then that's what happened with Roach. I was like, oh, I just crawl around and stuff. And my acting coach at the time said, no, it's kind of more than that. There's more to it. He's, you know, he's trying to help them, but he's smart enough to the left, but he doesn't. He's there to help everybody. He's there to save the kids, but also to bug the crap out of the people who trapped him there. And
just a great role.
So I mean, you had no lines, but the funny story about that audition was that my friends, I was 27 when I did that role, and all my friends had just finished business school and their MBAs, and they're like, ugh, just sitting in an office with your resume, saying the same crap in your suit and tie and stuff like that, and that's how I have to get a job. And I go, I was crawling around shirtless Wes Craven's floor, screaming, crying, and hiding behind chairs. That's how I got my job. A little different.
Guys, if you could see Sean's shirt,
yeah,
love it. They have sweatshirts. Can you give your website real quick?
Yeah, it's just go to my Linktree. Linktree is just the link that has all my merch on there. It is on my Instagram at Sean Whalen Actor, TikTok at Sean Whalen Actor, and it's even on my Facebook. You can look it up at the top of my page. Shows the link, and you can get these T-shirts, autographed photos, tons of stuff.
Merchandise is great. Even have beer koozies of Twister.
Yeah, man.
Really, really cool.
Yep.
Sean, thanks again for everything.
No problem,
and
man.
Hopefully we see each other very, very soon.
Very soon, brother.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.